Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for your weekly roundup of all the sporting events of the weekend. It's the roundabout once again. Lateness is greatness. I'm not talking about the sky, I'm talking about the time, because I'm 2 weeks late on this one, but it was pissing down with rain. The skies spoke and I decided, and I choked, and I took my equipment and I said, I'm not saving it for a rainy day, I'm saving it for a dry day. I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it back inside. I'm going to go long term, invest those stocks, and we're going to put the short term to the side. And that's exactly what we did, but we're back here once more. So smash up the likes, it helps the algorithm. If you don't want to see me in the streets of London sleeping under bridges and whatnot, then make sure that you help push this to the recommended and all them places there. Now let's get into this, because El Clasico was one of the two big games of the weekend, and it finished 3-1 to Real Madrid. Benzema, Rodrigo and Valverde scored the goals. Vinicius doing his thing down the left as well. Beautiful to see. Barcelona absolutely slapped and skunked out in the Santiago, and it was wonderful because their demise is something I'm taking great pleasure in, great satisfaction, great joy, and I'm really loving it, loathing it and milking it all the way home. And I tell you why, because this is the second time this club have, tugged at the heartstrings in the wrong type of way. More than a club when you used to pay wages. This summer you decided to come for my club. I took it personally. Every single target, ... You decided to take every single player that we went for. And you even came for our players, our captain. And now, calma. As I say, calma is coming. And the higher powers that be are starting to speak. And you guys are starting to taste your own medicine. And it is in the form of football. And it is heritage. I tell you that right now. You're going to hear that Europa League song very soon for back-to-back seasons. On top of that, now you're 3 points behind your nearest and dearest rivals in terms of Real Madrid. And you lost your unbeaten record in La Liga. Listen, it's a disgrace, as Drogba says. Did we sprinkle our juju across the land of Barcelona, around the mountains, the streets? Maybe. You have to hold that. You have to hold that. You guys used to be more than a club. I looked up to you guys. I admired you guys. La Masia, the football that you played under Pep. I used to look at you guys in admiration. I said, wow, what a club. More than a club. Now you're not more than a club. Now you don't pay people. Now you steal. Now you take. Now you don't follow the rules. Now you bend over backwards to splash and spend without paying debts to PK and De Jong. It is wrong. And it's not going to run. But it ran in terms of the higher powers, in terms of La Liga and all of their presidents and whatnot, but it ain't going to run on the football pitch. We have, like I said, calma coming for you, and just starting to hold those L's, and it's a beautiful thing. So hold that and keep holding that, because I'm taking a lot of joy. There's not really meant to be a rivalry here. We should have left that behind. It was 1-1 after what happened at the bridge. You know what I'm saying? The referee in UEFA. Then obviously we got our end back when we knocked you out of the Nou Camp and we won the Champions League. It was meant to be over. You guys obviously want this beef, you want this smoke, so hold that, do you know what I'm saying? Now, let's also talk about Real Madrid. They're doing their thing. Valverde and Tchouaméni, beautiful, absolutely fantastic this season. Unbelievable. Valverde is so underrated. The finish, the long shot, straight into the bottom corner, whistled into the back of the net. Lewandowski missed an absolute mega opportunity as well to tie up the game earlier on, but it is what it is. Ala Madrid, do you know what I mean? Ala Madrid, you guys don't hide from what you are. You say it, you're loud and proud, you splash, you want Galacticos, you're shameless, and you want Super League, and you just put it all out there. You don't run around, beat around the bush, try and pretend like you're holier than thou. You just say it how it is, and I respect it. Big up your damn selves for being true to who you are. Bunch of bastards. But I like you though. You're bastards that you can get along with, bastards that you can go for a pint with. But Barca are them sneaky bastards that they rat you out and whatnot, and I don't like that shit. Not a fan. Anyway, moving on. Personal peeves aside. Other big game, Liverpool. Wow, I did not see that coming. I mean, everybody else did, most likely, especially Liverpool fans, because you've got this record at Anfield and Van Dijk's never lost there and City don't travel well there. But we just thought that we could just enjoy the decline just a little longer. And weren't you intrigued to see what would have happened? Weren't you just a slightly little bit intrigued to see what would happen if you lost this game? Could you not have just lost one more? Just one. I just wanted to see if FSG were going to pull the trigger. I just wanted to just see one more game. Especially with, look, my camera's moving. Especially with Gerrard losing and rumours and, you said he was going to replace Klopp and all this. Maybe it's a bit earlier than you wanted it to happen, but come on, man. Just come on. Just give us some controversy. This is the Barclays. We want some drama. You win your game. You put Arsenal clear. You're not going to get forgiven for that. I'm going to get into that in a minute. Salah with the goal. Really, really top performance though from Liverpool. You know, unbelievable performance to be fair to them. Gomez at centre-back was monstrous. Him and Van Dijk were back to their old best, that partnership that blossomed all those years ago. Van Dijk literally intercepted a guaranteed goal for Hairline. Incredible from him, back to his best. And yeah, it was just good. And for me, Salah, I've been saying it, especially on the big six, I feel like he's at his best when he's given that license to run centrally, make those inverted runs, be the main man up front. Firmino is more than happy to cater and sacrifice his game for Salah. Jota did his hard work, put in the shift, and there was no Nunes. And guess what happened when Nunes came on? He stunk up the place. He took away the fluidity, took away the chemistry, took away everything, and just wrapped it up into a bundle of shite and threw it back out in everybody's faces. And then he didn't even pass to Salah when he had the opportunity to make it 2-0. That could have cost you. And then how would you feel? Anyway, you get my point. In terms of Pep, he went with this weird three at the back. We're going to get onto it more on the tactics show on DR, but he went with this weird three at the back. Obviously, Bernardo, Gundogan were tucking in with Rodri to pick up the ball in those, you know, first phases of play. Played with the three at the back with, you know, Kanzi and all these guys, Ake, and Cancelo was a right winger. This brother was gone. He was playing out like right out on the touchline, like way out. Foden on the left. I don't know. Three at the back. I don't know. It was just. I didn't see that coming. I'm not gonna lie. And obviously, there was comments on Match of the Day about, you know, why not just stick with what you're doing. But anyway, just kind of puzzled me, Pep, with that one. You know, just it was insane. You know, 3v3 constantly on the transitions, just again and again and again and again. You know, just giving Liverpool so much space on the transitions. I just don't understand why. Why? Anyway, here's what it is. He's a tinker. Mad genius and all that. So yeah, they win. You know, Liverpool, they leave that gap at the top with Arsenal, and that's who we have to come to next. Arsenal must be stopped. Okay, I'm just gonna put it that way. Okay, we've all had our fun, we've had our banter. You know, we've joked about it, we've listened, we've learned, we've even praised and given flowers out. But now it's time for this shit to stop right now. Okay, Arsenal must be stopped. I don't really care who does it. Okay, Leeds, you had the perfect opportunity. Not to sound salty, but you missed the penalty. Dickheads. Bamford, just come back from injury, so I'm going to allow him, but he is a Cobham product, so I did take that extra personally. Somebody needs to stop this now, okay? I don't really care who it is. In fact, I'm ready to wire money over to get this done, okay? Hand over your sort code and account number, and I will wire it over. Get it done. Somebody needs to stop this lot, because I'm not liking the whole tenacity, dig in, away from home, grind out a win like Ferguson at Ewood Park with Santa Cruz misfiring and Tevez last minute. No. I don't want to hear any of this nonsense. I don't want to see this go on any longer. Now, we play them at the end of October. If we have to deal with it, then we shall. But I would hope that somebody would come and deal with this also before we get there. So yeah, this Arsenal thing now, it's beyond the joke now. It's not funny anymore. Joke's over. All right. Back to reality now. Somebody needs to beat this team, and then beat them again and again and again. Let's get them back into the top 4 race, because I'm not liking all this nonsense. Saka, I like this player, so it's hard for me. What a finish, man! Like, right foot, weaker foot, near post, top corner, roofed it. It was just wonderful. Let's just be real. It was a wonderful finish. Reece James-esque, you know. Would have been a wonderful right hand side for England. Looks like my boy's injured, but you're doing your thing. I respect it. I like Saka a lot. Hurts my heart. Yeah, it is what it is. Do you know what I'm saying? So we have to hold that. Moving on. Somebody beat them, please. Man United drew. Not really much to say on that. Just, you know, you drop points home to Newcastle. It can happen. Newcastle are a very good team. Kind of in the race for the top 6, top 7. So that's what happens. You know, you just have to firm that one as well and move on. Chelsea, we won. Big parts of our game is obviously a Kepa masterclass. I spoke about that in my review. You can check the last video. Main thing is, I love the Emma Hay tribute on the back of the training jerseys. That was wonderful, because, you know, she's ill at the moment, not taking the team, the Chelsea women, in terms of the matches. So that was wonderful tribute for her, and she appreciated that, I'm sure. She definitely responded on the socials. I saw that. And also, lovely from Mason as well, putting up the 2-4 for Reece James. That was wonderful, because obviously he's out injured, so that was a lovely tribute as well for the goal that he scored. So really just about, you know, peace signs and, you know, 42s and showing love and whatnot. So it was lovely, peace and harmony. It wasn't a peaceful game, you know. They definitely wanted me to shit myself, literally, not metaphorically, in that match. But luckily, I managed to, you know, hold it together, keep it all inside, you know, my emotions and my... I'm not going to finish that sentence. So yeah, big up for us as well. We won our game. Tottenham won their game as well. Boring. Moving on, you know, I'll let Tobes ramble about that later. And obviously West Ham are gutted because they didn't get their penalty decisions. Every single week it's literally West Ham just complaining whether they get the penalty and then they just, you know, whether they get the decisions or they don't. It's very back and forth. There's a lot going on. I thought the refereeing this weekend seemed to be to a adequate standard. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but the Liverpool-Man City game was certainly contentious with that goal disallowed for Foden. Maybe some people are going to tell me that that wasn't a foul and it's a bit soft and all these things, but I don't really know the rule book anymore because we don't follow rules. We just kind of just go game by game, so it just doesn't really matter. We don't even know if we're checking VAR anymore. So yeah, but really good win for Liverpool, like I said. Good wins for us. Good win for Arsenal and Tottenham. Couple teams dropping points. Hold that. But yeah, really impressed with some of the stuff this weekend, and I hope, and I pray, I hope and pray that we move into the midweek fixtures. And really, at this point, I don't need to get into it again, but there's a lot of injuries going around. Just stay clear, look around you, check your lefts, check your right, check your mirrors at home. You know, make sure you look both ways before you cross the street. Everybody's getting injured, everybody's getting licked down. At this point, Southgate's not even going to have a team to pick from. It's mad. Too many games clustered, you already know where it is. Too many games being played. UEFA, FIFA, look up on your players, see if they're all right. Clearly they're not. But yeah, those are the big fixtures out the way. Like I said, with UEFA Lona, you did your thing, unlucky about that. And yeah, for me, I feel like I'm just waffling now, so I'm going to wrap this up. There's a lot of people around. Yeah, you keep driving. There we go. Yeah. Alright, I'm happy with that. Big up your damn selves. Make sure you smash up the likes, like I said earlier. And I'm going to go to bed. In a bit, people. Peace.